Hey, hello, welcome back to my channel. Welcome back. Today we're reviewing episode 11 of Comet Lucifer, and oh man, this show has just put me through an emotional roller coaster. Half the time I'm like, wow, this show is great. The other half of the time I'm like, I'll watch it. This episode was one of the, yeah, this show is great times, so let's see what it's about. Next episode, they're pretty much doing Mission Rescue Philia, and they're pretty much, why do I say that so much? They're going to save Philia, I guess is the main issue in the episode. I really enjoyed this episode because there's a lot of action and there's just a lot going on, and I was like, yes, this is good. They were going to save Philia and it was so exciting, and I'm like, oh my god, what's gonna happen? And there's all these things that were just thrown into the mission, and I was like, what's happening? Yeah, so this episode was really exciting because just a lot of things happened. Mora turned into her like human form and she looked so cool but also really weird at the same time. But I was like, yes, Mora, so fit, so cool. I like you a lot better in this form, because when you're a worm caterpillar thing, you kind of creep me out and you're just really weird, but in this form you're like awesome. And at the end when she was attacking that black haired glasses chick, she was just going for it, and I was like, this is what it's about. We also see V coming in to try to save the day, and I'm like, V, I don't like you because you were rude and you were a spy, and I'm gonna blame Domon's death on your part, but I guess in this situation when you helped, I will forgive you for about 10 seconds. But she was pretty cool. She had like these bread guns. You're kind of cool. What else happened? We also had like the whole cliche, the bad guys turn into good guys situation where Gus and friends come and help them, and they're like, we're not doing this for you, we're doing this for ourselves, but still get on out of here and go do your thing. But predictable, but also I'm still okay with it because just because. Oh, we see what's her face being, I feel like I didn't really address this when Domon died because I was so upset over Domon. But who is that girl with the glasses and black hair? We see her like naked lying in like a green pool, and then she like stands up, and then she ends up killing, spoiler, Zone Boyle, and she's the other like black Mora guardian thing, is that what they're called? But like, what is her story? She's from another planet, I think is what's happening. Not exactly sure. Really interested to see what's that whole deal about. Was not expecting Zone Boyle to die. Also, that was a thing that happened, and I was like, whoa. What? Sogo is being Sogo again, not really doing anything. I like Sogo half the time, I like him. And by half, I mean probably a quarter of the time I like him, and then the other 3/4, he's not really doing much. But you know, he was going to save Philia. He just loves Philia so much. And Philia, oh, it was so sad when she was like, I'm a rock, and other things. And oh, I really enjoy all their like references to Lucifer, and then they're calling Philia the angel, and then they're like, she's fallen, like Lucifer was fallen, and I was like, oh my god, all the references, wow, great. Oh, Mora and Sogo together were beasting it. Wow, you guys are actually doing things, and it's not the end of a fight. And when they ripped through the shield, it was so great. I was like, yes. Also at the end, when Mora transformed and she just swatted away other one, Mora, MVP. So overall, this episode was great. Things were done, things happened. It reminded me why I kept watching this show, because man, this episode was action-packed. Mora was the real MVP of this episode though, so good job, Mora. I'm excited to see what happens next episode, because it's getting real interesting. I wonder what happens to Philia. Is she going to turn into a rock? I don't know. I mean, she is like encased in a rock right now. But, I hope you guys liked my review. If you did, you can comment and like and subscribe if you feel like it. I make a bunch of videos a week. And bye!